Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm WolfsbaneGaming, and we're back with another video on Star Wars Outlaws. This is going to be the review, so if you have not seen the walkthrough series, there's a link in the top right corner of this video to the playlist, so go check that out. And if you enjoy this content, do hit that like button, turn the notification button, join the Wolf Gang by hitting that subscribe. Now, let's start. This review will be covering everything about the game, so the story, combat, exploration, gameplay loop, and even the 2 DLCs. So it's going to be an overall rating. So let's start off with the main story. So the main story, you play as a scoundrel called K-Fest. You grew up on a planet called Canterblight, where the story starts off. Very early into the game, you start getting hunted by literally bounty hunters and the Empire, along with a crime syndicate as well. And throughout the entire game, you're trying to clear your bounty, but to do so, you have to hire a crew of specialists in every aspect. You need a slicer, you need a warrior, a demolition expert, and so forth. The game, surprisingly, it's alright. Like, it's an alright game. It's not as good as we all wanted it to be. At least not as good as I wanted it to be when it was first announced. But for the first Star Wars game, from a new publisher, I guess it's an alright game. Ubisoft did an alright job. So good job, Ubisoft. Thank you. The character design is alright. Like, I like K-Fest as a character, but there isn't really that much character development in the game. Not like at all. I think the only character that gets a lot of character development is your commander droid companion ND5. Like, he has a lot of character development, and he is amazing. The combat in the game is actually really smooth. You literally fight just like a scoundrel would. You can fast talk. Let's get detected real quick. Hang on. There we go. So yeah, you can fast talk, and then you can literally just shoot your blaster anytime you want. There are obviously some people you can't shoot, and some areas you can't pull your weapon. This is the most annoying minigame in all existence, where you use the data pick. It is so terrible. So I've turned minigames off for lock picking. There is also melee combat, where you just stun lock the enemy. You can also pick up other weapons, but they're not. You can't keep them. The only vehicle you can drive is your speeder bike. The driving is actually really fun. I do not like the way you fly your starship. Like, flying your starship is actually really terrible. Speaking of which, you can't fly directly out into orbit, and you can't fly into the planet either. It's similar to Starfield in that aspect. It does do it slightly better than Starfield, I will say, because instead of going into a fucking black screen loading screen, you actually do get to see your ship take off from the ground, and you can like move your ship to the side or up or down if you wanted, in a little transition, but you cannot do it yourself. And and if you want to go to a planet, you watch it go into into the atmosphere and down to the ground as well. So it's that bit. It's slightly better than Starfield, but the flying ships properly, Starfield does it so much better. Once you've killed enough enemies, you will get your Gunslinger's Mark, which is overpowered. I love it. And if you also get wanted level 6, you get Death Troopers sent after you. To clear your wanted level, there are multiple ways. You can just kill the Death Troopers. You can go to a Imperial outpost and clear your wanted level. You can go to a beacon out in orbit and just pay your bounty off, or you can bribe a dirty Imperial officer to clear your bounty for you for a hefty sum of credits. Your blaster will have 3 firing modes: the blaster mode, the stun mode, and the explosive mode. All of which will be unlocked as you play through the game. You can upgrade your blaster, you can upgrade your ship, you can upgrade your speeder bike, you can even upgrade your character's appearance. The appearance you can do anywhere by going to equipment. This has to do with the DLC. Right, the main story, it's not great. It is not a great story, but it is a long one. It took me roughly 24 hours, and keep in mind, to start the walkthrough off, I was doing basically everything I saw. So it took 24 hours with that. About halfway through the game, it was starting to get a little bit boring and repetitive, but it is what it is. There are also gambling in the game, so if you wanted, you can play Tabak, you can bet on the Fathiers, you can but yeah, it's not too bad. Like, Tabak is definitely by far one of my favorite ways to just like waste time. Like, I was really good at Spark. What else is there? So yeah, that's the main game. Let's now talk about the first DLC, Wildcard. So Wildcard, you get a transmission to go see an Imperial officer, blah blah blah. They tell you to go to a casino ship, so, and they'll clear your, well, they'll clear your good name. So you end up going to a casino ship. You have to then find a way into the high gamblers match of Spark. And everything goes alright, blah 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 blah. Not gonna spoil anything too much, so blah blah blah. You do meet Lando Calrissian once again. You have to work together to get the thing you were going to get. But overall, the first DLC is not too long, not too short. It's about 3 hours, give or take. So, roughly a good good length of time for a DLC, but considering how much we had to pay for the DLC, yeah, not great. And then you have the second and final DLC, Pirate's Fortune. By far, it's my favorite part of the entire game. It's the best DLC. It's got the best storyline. So I love the second DLC. So yeah, second DLC, you basically get a transmission telling you that someone is in need of help and go to a the Kepi system. So we end up going to Kepi system. That's when we meet a pirate legend, Hondo Onoka. Such a good character. Uh, he's been in Star Wars Clone Wars, Rebels. Um, so yeah, he's extremely fun. And then we have to work with Hondo for like a treasure hunt. So yeah, it's actually really fun. And that's about it, really. The only thing new you get from the two DLCs is a new ship from the second DLC that you saw on that customization page. I do apologize about that. I did not want to spoil anything like that, but I did not know it was there. But yeah, it's not too bad. All the planets you get to go to is Tatooine, Tashawa, Akiva, Kijimi, and the Kepi system. Those are the only places you can go in this vast Star Wars galaxy. One more thing, you can also customize your little pet Nix. So yeah, it's not a terrible game. It's not the best game by far, but it is definitely an alright Star Wars game made by like first Star Wars game from a new publisher. So I think they did an alright job. I am gonna give it a 7 out of 10. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, turn the notification on, join Wolfgang by hitting that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. WolfsbaneGaming, signing off.